Hey, good Tuesday morning, my friends. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update, brought to you by Consumers Energy. And I said just some slight tweaks to the forecast. Yesterday it looked like it would be dry through Sunday or Monday. That's pretty rare. Something usually sneaks in as a tiny storm system, and that's kind of what I'm finding today. So just a tweak and something to watch as we head toward Friday with a slight chance of a shower there. Now, here's a look at our current radar. There are a few light showers up across northern Wisconsin and some indication that this afternoon, in what we call instability, the heat of the afternoon, we could get a few showers to pop in the northeast part of lower Michigan. But otherwise, most everybody get set for probably a 5-star day for everybody. We've got more smoke coming. Look at the satellite picture and look up across Wisconsin and Minnesota. They actually have almost the entire state of Minnesota has an air quality alert for tiny particles of smoke in the air. So it looks like the smoke is coming back toward Michigan here over the next couple of days. Hey, let me say hi to some folks. Good morning, Higgins Lake and Sarah LaCroix. Dave Hanjnecki, good morning to you. Felicia Evans started the great loop, working her way around the mitt. Sounds great. That's you picked a great time of the year to do that kind of thing. All right, so let's get into the future, the models, and see what we can find from there. We start off with the one that I like in the short term for the next couple of days, North America model. And so remember I told you we could have a couple of isolated showers this afternoon. This is in the evening, and you see in the northeast, maybe just, we're talking 10, 15 minutes for a couple of spots. Not really anything going on big. In the southern part of the state, looking pretty good. Lee Scott wants to know rain on Sunday. Not looking real likely right now, but we'll have to keep watching that. I'll be honest with you. Now, here's tomorrow. Tomorrow is another fantastic day with sunshine, although the smoke getting in there, and we forget the smoke actually does cut our temperature a few degrees. Hard to predict, too, and the models don't really, I think, cut the temperature much on the smoke either. Now we're into Thursday afternoon and still great weather. So we're looking at today, Wednesday, Thursday, mostly sunshine, although the smoke and the haze are going to start to come back. Now we pick it up with the European model. That goes out into the extended term. And this is where I see a few chances of rain starting to sneak in the forecast. And this time of the year, we can always use one rain a week. So we're into Thursday afternoon, Thursday night, Friday morning, Friday afternoon, Friday evening. So the new twist is that, we could start to get into some clouds and some showers by late Friday. We go into Saturday morning. Maybe those scattered showers are in the southern part of the state. Not a robust pattern at all. And we go into Saturday afternoon, and then we go into Sunday. Somebody asked about Sunday. This is Sunday afternoon. That's a warm pattern. Southwesterly winds, classic summer day. I'll show you the temperatures here in just a moment. And then all along, the models have been showing that sometime early next week, Monday or Tuesday, we could get into a few showers or a clump of thunderstorms too. Hey, got a nice crowd building here. William Milam, good morning. Mike Fraser, good morning. Charlene Chucci, not really sure how to say that one, and I should know because I'm Italian. Hey, thank you, Barry Schaefer, for the comments on the shirt. All right, so what we've established is that we're dry through at least Friday, and then we may get a couple of showers. Laura Garcia, hey. Today, look at these high temperatures. 78 to 80 degrees, low humidity. That's nice, isn't it? A lot of the country would kill for that kind of weather. Good morning, Amy Colseman. Wednesday, tomorrow, tack on a couple of degrees. We'll call it back to summer in the low 80s. Thursday, 85 in Grand Rapids and Ann Arbor and probably Detroit and probably Saginaw Bay City, Flint, Mount Pleasant, Alma, Lansing also. So back to summer, Traverse City, maybe 82. Now, this is the same model that brings those few showers in on Friday. So, of course, it reflects it in the temperatures too. Hot in the southeast part of the state, upper 80s. And then where the clouds could be, we could be held into the 70s. Saturday, up for grabs on temperature. I think we'll bounce back into the mid 80s. And then the indications are still that we're going to flirt with 90 or break into the 90s by the end of the weekend and into next week. So this is Sunday. Traverse City 91, Grand Rapids 91, Saginaw 91. Pretty easy to do at this time of the year if you get sunshine and southwesterly wind and a dry type of air. And then this is Monday in the upper 80s to low 90s. And then this is Tuesday. Also, what we get at this time of the year is that a lot of times northern Michigan and the UP, northern lower Michigan and the UP break from the heat because cold fronts just start to sag south a little bit this time of the year. And then Wednesday, still warm in the south. And Thursday, still warm. So the point being is that we do have quite a bit of warm air on the way. I'm going to write a post about this. This is a model that actually predicts the smoke in the air, and you can kind of see that there's another big old batch of smoke heading our way toward Michigan. So get ready for sunsets that are pretty, and get ready for smoke in the air, and get ready for, sometimes you get that smell of smoke and you say, someone's got a bonfire going or something like that. Hey, Dunedin, Florida, checking in. It took me a couple of years to figure out how they actually say that. All right, so there you have it. Thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update brought to you by Consumers Energy. We've got dry weather for the most part today, Wednesday, Thursday, maybe a few showers on Friday. And just stellar temperatures, stair-stepping up is what I like to call it. A couple of degrees each day. So if you like the comfortable weather, you're set for today. If you like summer, you're better by Thursday. If you like hot and humid weather, you're probably all good by Sunday or so. Barry Schaefer wants to know, how does the smoke affect weather? It does cut the heating of the sunshine. So I've found, it's really tough to forecast how thick that smoke is exactly. When it gets thick, it can cut the temperature by 3 or 4 degrees from what's expected if that bank of cloud of smoke comes in right in the heating of the day. That's what makes it so tough. Is it thin enough to, or is it thick enough to affect the temperature? But it'll have a couple of degree effect on the weather, and that's about it. That's about all it does, other than the sunsets. And so, hey, take care, everyone. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. I've got a pretty easy job this week, but I'm not telling my bosses at MLive. They'll just have to figure it out themselves. Take care. Have yourselves a great Tuesday.